Welcome to Daxue Talks, a show powered by Daxue Consulting, a China-based strategic market research company founded in 2010. With Daxue Talks, you will stay up to date with all the latest business updates in China. Every day, you will learn from China-based experts who share their knowledge about the Chinese market in 2 to 5 minutes.
My name is Eloi. I'm in China for 8 years, and I now have a company dedicated to VR and AR based in Shanghai for 5 years now. So I had the chance to work with several clients, based around Asia. It gives me, I guess, a good overview of what's happening in virtual reality and now augmented reality that becomes from this year something. My clients are travel business, so I have people like Club Med, like Hyatt Hotel, cars like Peugeot Citroën. I have like a supermarket like the Metro supermarket, and Logitech in technology. It's quite vast, it goes all around. They're usually based here in Shanghai, but also in Hong Kong, sometimes in Korea, sometimes a bit around. We travel a bit around Asia.
How are brands and companies using VR in the local market? Can you talk about some cases?
Progressively, we saw that two markets start being developed. There is a market, consumer market for games, which is huge, which is millions of VR headsets in the world. But in China, this market never succeeded because of the firewall reason and many other reasons. So in China, everybody's focusing now on the enterprise market and imagining that several companies can use VR for a specific purpose. The main one, I would say now that this is the main request that we have now, it's about design. So let's take an example of an architect or an interior designer wants to visualize or wants to show what he's doing to his clients or to his partners, and visualize the 3D model that he built, of the interior that he built, and show it to someone. This is really now starting more seriously because technology is really mature to do this kind of thing. You had a lot of software adapting to that, so you have a lot of 3D software who are now more compatible to VR, so it becomes easier to show that kind of thing. And so we see the whole architecture, but like construction market and then engineering, start using that to visualize, like engine or different difficult type of things that, if you want to visualize it in 2D, it's not the same,
How has VR been utilized in China during the COVID outbreak? Can you provide some interesting examples?
Several companies thought that with this COVID-19, it was the moment of VR. At least it's the moment of VR in the rest of the world, but in China, because we are not so advanced compared to the rest of the world, it was too early. This crisis arrived too early for us to really try to bring solutions for that. The main solution would be event in VR. You have multiple platforms doing event in VR. One of the main one, I organize several events in VR, so I know a bit how it works. One of the main one is called Outspace VR, and it belongs to Microsoft now. And so it's a bizarre thing, It's like, you connect in VR, you have several of your friends all around the world, and everyone puts his VR headset, and then you all go together into the same environment. Everyone has an avatar and wear an avatar, and you can talk to the avatar of other people. We imagine that this kind of things would start because of the COVID-19, because it's a better way to meet for those who are ready to move in that field and to embrace this kind of technology. It is super cool, You can visualize in 3D, you can share IDs in 3D, you could import 3D model, and everybody can discuss about something in 3D. You can bring slides, so all the avatars are all looking at slides, and you can organize conference, you can organize event, way better than Zoom, way more cool, way more creative, and you can, express yourself in way more different way. So I thought, okay, this is the good moment to start having this kind of thing. And some companies start doing it, and outside of China at least. But to have this thing working, you need to have a lot of VR headsets. So it means that every participant needs to have a VR headset. You have also, a computer-based, screen-based version, but it's not as cool as being in VR and wearing your avatar in VR. So to have this thing working, it means that everybody being in lockdown has to have a VR headset at home, and everybody connects with that. So who can do that? Probably only the VR community who has a VR headset at home. For a real company, healthcare company, they cannot ask their employee, oh, okay, everybody has a VR headset here? No, nobody has, especially that during the COVID-19, the supply chain was completely broken. Many, all the VR headsets being provided to the world are all coming from Guangdong province in China, which is a bit the heart of the electronic manufacturing. So Oculus was out of stock, impossible for them to deliver more VR headsets to the United States and to the rest of the world. So it was a big problem, even if there could have been a demand at this time to really make this kind of solution existing. It was not working because people didn't have a VR headset at home and couldn't even buy it online to have it like a few days after. So we couldn't really use this moment where it would have been a great momentum to actually start this conferencing. And in China, it was even worse because the number of VR headsets is even lower than that. The internet speed is not great. So in China, to have a decent session in VR, you need to have a good internet, and the internet in China is a bit lower speed than the rest of the world. I saw some opportunities in doing training in VR for nurse, and I saw some company developing some learning tool, to quickly understand how to handle patients that have the COVID, to quickly distribute, for example, a process to hospital, and to train people in hospital on how to handle like a new equipment or a new procedure. VR is super cool. VR works really well because you put just few VR headsets into a hospital, and it's a training room, and then you just send a piece of software, or it's online, and you just say, hey, we have a new training available about this new disease or this new procedure or these new things. And every nurse just go for 1 or 2 hours in VR, and they do it, and they prepare that kind of thing, and you can really learn on how to do it. And we have some company, we have a great company in China doing that, but all around the world doing this kind of thing. So yeah, there was some opportunities for VR companies with COVID, but sometimes some missing opportunities. But I guess maybe it will come back at some point.
Any questions? We will find an expert to answer them. Drop your questions in the comments or send us an email, dx@daxueconsulting.com.